indeed, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? We in the building, the Let's Talk About It show with my co-host, Tiance Knows It All, a.k.a. Maria.
Yes, again.
From the Respect Life show.
Yes.
What's good, T?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
We're doing great.
We're doing amazing.
We're doing
Yes.
amazing. Today is a great day. We have a great host. Oh, man, we got a lot to talk about. And it's going down. What's up, Math? My brother Math in the building. S.STREET Media is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts to all the listeners, all the supporters, man. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
Always
yes.
showing us love. That means a lot to us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, first and foremost, yes.
Yes.
Let me just shout out
Yes.
the amazing
You got a big support.
I
Yeah.
have amazing people in my life.
That's right. That's
I
right.
mean, my mom, my sister, my brothers, my brother-in-law, everybody,
Yes.
my best friend. I mean, my kids. My
And your
kids
kids.
show me so much love. They like, Ma, do this, Ma, don't do that. So I just want to shout
They're
everybody
schooling
out.
them. They're
Salute to
schooling
them.
you, right?
They are
Good.
schooling me.
Good.
So thank you. Thank you all for listening.
That's right.
And we here every Thursday, 8 p.m. We have an amazing show ahead of us.
Woo!
Stay tuned.
Woo! Stay tuned. Have the Henny, have some loud in the air, have some cake, have your sandwich right next to you, whatever you got to do. You know what I mean?
Just do it.
And I got to introduce y'all, man, to our guest today, man. This is a major thing for us, man, because this brother's so cool. He's so humble, and he's a legend in the game. I don't know why he's not in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why VH1 hasn't done a hip-hop honoree on you yet. I'm confused. I don't know. We have the legend, Easy Moby. Let's make some fucking noise. Let's make some noise. Let's one more. One more,
go.
brother.
Easy Mo does it storm.
That's right.
It's a pleasure to be in here.
Oh,
Thank you, brother. Thank you. But before we get to Mo, Mo is one of the biggest producers in the hip hop game. Produced for various artists. And Tiance is gonna run down just a little bit of the people that Easy Mo B did some tracks for. Just a little, because if we run down everybody, the show is gonna be over. So, T, can you just run down a good list?
Surprise me.
Surprise Mo, because we got the info. Yeah.
Jesus, this list is incredible.
It's incredible.
It's
It's incredible.
The Genius.
Yes.
Prince
Yeah.
Rakim, Third Base, Miles Davis, LL Cool J, Big Daddy Kane, Craig Mack, Freddie Fox, Little Sean, oh my God, Busta Rhymes, Mobb Deep, Lost Boy, Shaquille O'Neal, oh my God, this is crazy. Lady of Rage, Corrupt, Nice and Smooth, Mac 10, Alicia Keys, Most Def, Amil, Wu-Tang, Cormega, Black Rob, Wiz Khalifa. The list goes on and on. But last but not least, Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur.
Oh my God. Can we clap one more time?
Yes.
Can we clap one more time? Because it's only right, goddammit.
Yo, let me say this. Let me say
Lord.
this.
Yes, Mo.
Let me say this. Y'all got it right. But it's so much
Many
more.
more.
I was sitting here, you know, out of all the names, I know you're going to be crazy about this because she's like ascended to the point of like well beyond hip hop and everything now with her position on TV. But I was waiting for you to say Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah.
Queen
Yeah,
Latifah. The queen.
She wasn't up in there. But
Damn, T, what you doing?
Nah. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. It's like there's so much there,
There's so much there.
and it could get missed.
Absolutely.
It can get missed.
But you know what? We did good though.
when we making the list, and just when you just searching online, unless you was there and you remember it all, hey, look, I forget sometimes.
I could imagine.
So how did you manage all this?
Yes, please.
Man, let me
That's
just.
That's a lot.
Well, let's try to start from the beginning. I don't want to take too long, and then we'll just bring it up to date.
You know what, Mo? Not to cut you off. I'm sorry. Being that we always start from the beginning. Brooklyn.
Yes.
Brooklyn born. LG.
Yes.
LG Projects.
That's
There's
right.
a couple of people that come from LG.
Lafayette Gardens.
Mr.
Word
C.
up. Yeah, Mr. C.
And besides all the other fucking criminals, there's a lot of people that come from LG. And I'm not sure who loves Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane. Mr. C.
Yeah. But Kane wasn't from there, but he came around there. He started hanging around there because of Mr. C.
Right. Because Kane moved from Lewis side, if I'm not mistaken, on Best Side.
It's like 86, 87, 88. Biz Markie is coming to the crib, listening to me playing 45s. You know, I have memories like that. So.
Wait a Mo. So is this before the group that you was in? Rapping is fundamental?
Nah, that's right during that time.
During the same time.
But we hadn't dropped nothing yet. We dropped a single in, what was it, 88, going on 89. And Kane, he was gracious enough to come in on the end of one of our joints. He was like, yo, this is a Big Daddy Kane. And I'm chilling with Riff.
And Kane was the man back then.
Yeah, we was like, yo, we got the stamp of approval. Word up. Kane came in on our joint and just kind of like made it official.
Oh, you wasn't producing then?
Yeah, I was always producing.
Even when you came out with Rapping Fundamental?
Yeah. See, what people don't realize though is, first of all, the whole love of the music comes from my father. He always had mad records in the crib from a little kid growing up. From jazz, gospel, blues, soul. He played it all. You know what I mean? So that's where I get the love of the music from. When I got a little older, I started running out, digging, buying records and stuff like that.
I remember those
From
days.
your first job that you made.
And mind you, I was influenced first by the disco DJs.
Okay.
Because let's just say mobile DJs. The mobile disco DJs.
You got some in mind that you remember the names?
Oh yeah, man. You talking about around my way. Rest in peace to the RMs, man. DJ Ronnie Moore and his brother Roy Moore. We used to call them RM, but it was two of them, the RMs. Shout to who's still alive, DJ Pete, Lizard. These are some of the biggest influences to me in LG. The cats that was bringing the systems out in the park. Gotta also give a big shout to DJ Mr. C.
Absolutely.
Shim Sean, DJ Fish, you know what I mean? The Magnum Force crew. C was also a force not to be reckoned with early in the days, you know, coming out, DJing.
That was the thing back then, man.
Me and DJ Mr. C grew up in the same building.
Same building.
His grandpops used to drink with my pops.
Look at
I
that.
mean, we knew each other like that, man. You know what I'm
a
saying?
real relationship.
Like I come back from across the street with a bag of Bontons. I said Bontons. You know, Bontons became us.
Yes. Absolutely.
Before Wise, right?
I come across the street with a bag of Bontons and see digging in my bag. Yo, what up? Let me get some. Like, yo, get out my bag. Come on, man. Let me get some.
Nice.
Like
it's bigger than music. It's bigger than music.
I'm saying all of that to say that, like, yo, we really grew up like that closely in the same building. I lived on the 11th floor, and his family lived on the 8th floor in the same line of apartments.
Same building. That's dope. All right, so now, Mr. C, y'all two good brothers. You're real cool. You have the Rapping and Fundamental is out. The video is out. Were you in there doing your 1-2-1-2 step with the other guy?
Oh, you seen that?
Of course.
Rapping it.
Yo, bro, I seen it when it came out. Fundamental. I seen it when it came out. I remember when it came out. So now you got a video out. You're doing your thing with that. How did the transition start as far as like going heavy with the producing?
Well, AB Money in the group Rapping is Fundamental. He went to Sarah J. Hale High School downtown Brooklyn, and Kane went to the school too. And he used to always be with Kane. Kane was his man. Matter of fact, Big Daddy Kane, AB Money, and my man Understanding, they had a group called the Debonair 3. If you listen on Set It Off, on the end he shouts them out. Debonair 3.
Okay.
So AB used to always be telling Kane, he's like, yo, you need to check out my man Boob. And Boob was short for Booby. That's my family nickname. People know me in LG as Boob.
Boob. What up, Boob? I didn't know that. Okay. Boob. Easy Mo Boob.
I come in the projects, you know what I'm saying? You hear that Boo, they yelling across the project.
There's a Booby in every project. Every project got a Booby. But I got mine in my hood. Yes. Okay.
But he was always telling Kane, yo, you need to check out my man Boob. He got beats. And finally, Kane, he relented, you know what I'm saying? And that ended up being another victory and Calling Mr. Welfare featuring
victory.
DJ Red Alert.
Whoa.
On Kane's second album, it's a Big Daddy thing. Mind you, me and Riff, we was tagging along behind Kane everywhere he went. For us, Kane was our ticket into the business because we wanted to get in. So we was hungry. Wherever he went.
And he was the man at that time.
He was the man.
He was the man.
And he's still the man for
he's
all
still the
that,
man, yeah.
For
yeah.
all that he contributed to the business. But
absolutely. So now you're running with Kane. You know, you got 2 joints on his album.
Next was Genius.
And then after that, so I guess that's my question too. So how are you getting more clientele? People just saying, are people reaching out to you? You had a manager, or it was just you doing your own footwork?
Glad you asked about the manager because one day I was in the crib. This is a hot minute after producing the joints for Kane, another victory and calling Mr. Welfare. I'm in the crib one day. Yo, this is an amazing story. Your listeners are not ready for this,
Talk
man.
about
Let's go.
That's what I'm saying.
Baby.
That's what I'm saying. Desert Storm Radio. Listen,
Yes,
Easy
listen.
Mo B.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to take any route, any road is gonna get you there. I'm in the crib.
You heard that?
Out of nowhere, I just decide because I did the 2 joints on Kane album, but I was like, I wanted to get higher.
That's right.
I wanted to get deeper in the business. I wanted some real management. I'm in the crib one day. I figure I just said, yo, just call information, man. 411. I called up. The operator picked up and was like, yo, do you have the telephone number to Rush Management?
Wow.
And they was like, here's the number. Would you like to be connected? You know how they do that? They
Absolutely.
The receptionist pick up over at Rush. It's like, hello. I'm like, yo, yeah, I'm all young, green, and humble in the business, new, you know. I'm like, yeah, my name is Easy Mo B, and I just produced 2 songs for Big Daddy Kane, and I was just wondering, I want to be managed by Rush. Is there anybody over there I could speak to? The girl said, oh, the girl you want to speak to, her name is Francesca Sparrow, and she's out to lunch. She said, Rush is for artist management, but they have Rush Producers Management, RPM
Nice.
also. And Francesca is who you need to speak to. She's out to lunch. Call back.
Nice.
I called back. I did the same thing with my young, green, humble speech. I'm like, yeah, I'm Easy Mo B. I produced 2 songs on Big Daddy Kane's album, and I did some records for The Genius. And, she cut right in the middle of what I was saying. And she said, I know who you are.
There we
Wow.
go. There we go.
I was bugging. Like,
There we go.
Like, for real?
Recognize. There we go.
Young, green, and humble. I'm like, for real? She like, yeah. So she said, just put together 2 reels. I want you to put together a reel. Of all
She didn't say a dat. She said a reel.
That's old school terminology.
Yeah. Absolutely. I know.
That's old school
I
terminology.
know that's old school too. So
Yeah.
I figure,
And we was on cassette back then too.
Absolutely, yes,
But that's
yes.
old school terminology. She said, I want you to put together 2 reels for me. She said, 1 of available tracks, and then 1 of all of your best, what you feel like is your best accomplishments so far, like what you did so far. And up to that point, it was just Kane
And Jizza.
and Genius.
yeah.
That's all I had
Jizza,
under my belt.
Wow. So all right. So wow, you had them 2. You go up to Def Jam, Russell, and from there they got you more work.
Russell, he was the one who was the owner of Rush, and then he
Yes,
had divisions of Rush. He had the Rush Artist Management. See, the reason why I called 411 and I wanted to be with Rush is because, listen, if it was the late 80s, early 90s, that expression rolling with Rush, if you wasn't rolling with Rush,
Yeah, man.
you wasn't rolling.
You wasn't rolling at all.
Now,
You wasn't.
people
Russell
prefer-
was that dude, man.
People confront modern day right now and act like it, but let me tell you something. Russell Simmons was a force not to be reckoned
Absolutely.
with, and you never really hear people talk about him. He deserved more credit
Than
than
he's given.
You wouldn't have the Bad Boys, the Uptowns, the
Absolutely.
No Limits, the Cash Monies. If
He
there
was the
wasn't-
blueprint.
If there wasn't first the Russells,
He was the blueprint,
and the
yes.
Def Jam, no doubt.
Yes.
no
yes.
doubt.
That's good.
Salute to them.
Salute to them. That's new to me. I never knew that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
man.
Oh shit. Okay, moving right along. So my man Mo was fucking with Russ for a little minute, and they're getting you tons of work. It's going good.
Yeah, and then some of the first work she started getting me, so she said, I want you to do this remix. They need a remix for this Third Base record. It's on this soundtrack for this movie Gladiator. I was
Third Base. What happened to those white boys?
I was like, wow, for real? I heard the original. Then she sent me the acapella for me to work with. And I had my own vision. I put a beat to it. And to this day, people like, yo, that beat you did for... Yo, but you know what's characteristic about that? That remix I did for Gladiator ended up being the very it was a remix, but
Yeah.
I produced their very last record.
Wow.
That was the last Third Base record.
Yeah, I think they only had like 2 albums out.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Shout to MC Search. I talked to him.
MC Search still in the business.
Yeah, I talked to Search on the phone like months ago too.
I see him in DJ cons every now
Word.
and then. He's always popping up. Let me ask you, Sam Mo. How was that money back then, man? Money was good. Yo, you ain't gotta give me exact numbers. You ain't gotta give me exact numbers.
See, I knew it was coming, right? I knew it was coming, right?
You know, you ain't gotta give me exact numbers because I'm gonna ask about the numbers.
About 10 minutes, he's gonna be all up in my
other artists.
Hold on. 10 minutes, he gonna be all up in my ass cap and everything.
Was the checks cool?
Beyonce, is that why you knows it all?
That's why she knows it all.
Oh,
He asks the questions, I get the information.
That's right. That's
you go.
right. No, because I know. Just to talk about something with the whole producer thing.
right.
You see how different it is now, Mo. A lot of producers are not really working with artists. What they do is they email them a
ship it
beat.
out.
They email them a beat. Hey, you pay for it. You could do whatever you want to do with it. You could fuck it up. You could talk upside down, backwards on it. I don't care. You paid me for it. It's over. There's no relationship.
Now you could mail it back then, but you couldn't mail it.
You know what I'm saying? Right. See, I noticed that now there is no relationship with the producer and the artist. Again, he emails him, he gets the check, bye, see you later, whenever. I noticed back then the artist and the producer were locked in the studio.
It's a synergy,
It was a marriage. You're doing the beat right there in front of him. Hey, you like the snare, you like the drum, and the artist is saying, yo, no, yes, no, yes.
It's synergy, man, and it's chemistry, man.
Chemistry, absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
like, and I know I might be jumping ahead, but it's like working with Biggie and Pac, like the running joint. There's a Eminem remix, but there's also a Easy Mo B original, and a lot of people still bug out to this day, like. They was like, yo, you was really in the studio with him? I was like, yeah.
Absolutely.
We was all drinking the same liquors, smoking the same
And
all in the same
I heard a
room
song
together.
when Biggie's sending you a message, like, easy, pick me up in my house.
Oh, you heard
7:30.
that?
I heard that.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Yeah, I had put that on Now or Never Odyssey 2000, my compilation album.
Right, yes,
And-
yes.
And the reason why I put that little voice message out is something that I saved from my answer machine. The reason why I put that out is because I wanted to make sure to point out that it was a certain point in time. These cats was friends.
Yes, because
Everybody always pushing the negative and the fact of the post beef era.
Yes.
But there was a point before that.
Yeah, because he did mention, like, when you pick up Pac, then he said he's gonna meet you. Come
and pick me up.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Beyonce put me on and shit. Oh shit.
See,
T,
why you don't know about that?
She put me on. T.
I told you I was
See,
doing
that's
my
good.
homework.
That's good. Beyonce knows it all. Maria's on a roll. High five, Maria. High five.
Sounds good to
So Mo, all those artists that we mentioned, was you locked in with the studio with all those artists?
Every last one
Wow.
of them, man.
Wow.
Every last one.
So let me ask you this. Which one of them was the best to work with?
Except for Third Base, like that was
Okay.
just a remix. There is remixes that I did where the artist was not there.
Oh, okay. Besides Biggie and Tupac, because we're gonna talk about them a little later.
Right.
Besides Biggie and Tupac, out of all the artists from the list, which ones were the best to work with, and which ones were the most annoying to work with?
Oh man, annoying. Why you going?
I mean, because I know it wasn't that easy. I know it wasn't that easy.
That's worse than my ass cap.
Damn. I don't want your ass cap with your BMI. Don't worry about it. But which artist? Let's not use the word annoying. Which
Big
one?
Daddy Kane is, I have to say, at the top of the list. Big Daddy Kane, and not just because he was my first, but like, yo, the dude's performance, man, his sense of professionalism, man, just so accurate, man, just so on point.
Nice.
This dude does not come into the studio not knowing what he's gonna do, and I seen Kane in the studio punch drunk and go in the booth
Catch
Kill
right.
it.
bong, 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 and
Yes.
and knock
Natural.
the beats out. And then I took a little bit from each of the people that I work with, because when I come to the studio, when I lay the beats, I do not like to come to the studio unprepared. I come
Absolutely.
with the beat already done,
Time is money.
sequence. So
Yeah.
when we come in, because I could have booked the studio, but then again, you could have booked the studio too. So this is hourly. When I come in, I don't want to spend no longer than 20 minutes, half hour, tracking that beat. Once the beat is down, the rest of the time is on you.
Have you ever done a beat for someone and they didn't take it and you did it for someone else?
Oh yeah. Speaking of Kane, man, he turned down Warning.
Whoa. Let's stop the music. Whoa.
What?
Let's bring
he had
this
to
back.
stop the music. He had to stop the music.
You're telling me Big Daddy Kane, Brooklyn's own, didn't take this beat right here.
I remember I was
He
at
didn't take this beat right here.
the crib.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna give up my address where I used to live, because I ain't there no more. I used to
He
live
can't come back and get you. Don't worry about it.
Shout to April Walker. I used to live right next door.
That's right.
To
Big up,
April
big up.
Walker, Walkerware.
That's the OG.
And
for
rest
sure.
in peace to Jam Master J, her
Absolutely.
man who used to come through. I used to see him. We used to talk.
The legend.
But in 430 Clinton, Kane, he was at the crib, and I played the beat for him.
Whoa, wait. Was this something you was working on his album for an album, or it was just
Just random.
Just
man.
random? So you're in the crib playing beats for Big Daddy Kane. Warning pops up, and he's
You know, to this day, that disc got his name on it.
the floppy got his name on it.
Yeah, because I used to nickname all of my beats, and when you look at that disc, you got hundreds of discs. all kind of
Absolutely,
beats,
yes.
So you don't know what you're picking up. I gotta know what I'm looking at when I see that. So I nicknamed it. At the time, the movie was out around that time, Raising Cain.
Raising
So
Cain.
I said,
That's a classic.
nickname it that. To this day, it still says that on that beat.
Wow.
And he passed on it. And
Wait, so you're playing the beat, and he's just like, he's not feeling it? Like, what's the expression? He's just...
well, his exact words was play the next beat. So
Oh,
I had to ask again just to make sure. I said, yo, you sure? And he said again, he said, play the next beat. So what was I to do? I played the next beat.
Yo, Mo, everything happens for a reason because the right person got this beat.
Yeah, but to this day,
The right person got this beat, Mo.
yeah, but to this day, and I hope that he don't get turned off by this in this interview. But
I'm gonna email it to him.
To this day, y'all drama kings.
I'm gonna email him the interview. Matter of fact, his brother,
do that!
His brother's real cool, little Daddy Shane.
Oh, yeah, I
real
know
cool
Shane.
brother. Yeah, real
I know
cool brother. I'm
Shane.
gonna tell him, yo, Shane, you gotta hear this interview, Shane.
But you know what? That's not the only
yeah.
situation. There's plenty of people that pass
turned
on
this down.
beats.
Wow.
Like Craig Mack, he passed on Jeeps, like Scoops, Beamers, and Benz.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Same reaction, Skip?
yeah. He's like, yeah, nah.
Not the
So-
feel for that.
Yo, that's not
You
the
gotta
feel.
Sometimes you
He
gotta
couldn't feel it, Mo. It's like that. It didn't punch him in the gut. You know what I'm saying?
Flavor in Your Ear was first. It sat with Apache for a couple of months.
God bless the dead. Apache.
Rest in peace, Apache.
Wow. That's Queen Latifah's crew.
But I think his situation was like he was, and they told me he was on tour and just real busy. Naughty had just dropped, Shout to Bumpy Knuckles, Freddie Fox,
Fox.
aka
What's up,
Bumpy
Fox?
Knuckles. That's my
Fox
dude
with Fox.
right there.
That's right.
Strong.
Fox with Fox.
Yes.
Wow, he turned that shit down.
Uh-huh.
And but again, what the Lost Boys did with it took it to another level.
It's
They
fate,
took it to
man.
another level.
And it's
Yeah,
fate
it's fate.
and destiny. How you gonna argue and you gonna mess with that? You know what I mean?
How was it working with Alicia Keys?
Man, yo, listen.
Yeah, I know you was doing that a lot in the studio. Oh man, oh man, I know there was a lot of that going on.
Amazed at her
What's up,
talent.
Swiss?
Amazed at her talent.
Yeah,
No.
absolutely.
Amazed at her talent.
No, she's
One day I
incredible.
showed up. I came to the studio.
She's incredible.
And this is no lie. I showed up. I came in, and she had on Timbs with the laces hanging, flying everywhere.
There you go.
The Timbs.
She's being
loose.
her. She's out the media. She's out the
And
camera.
in
She's being her.
in the beginning, I'm feeling like I'm in the studio with this accomplished R&B woman, of stature.
Yes.
And you know, when you come around people, you feel like you have to feel a certain way. You got to conduct yourself. And when she did that, when I saw the Timbs,
she's good. Exactly.
with the strings untied,
yeah.
I said, "Oh yeah, we good.
We good." Nice.
That's kind of like I felt outside when I offered you the umbrella, and you was like, "I'm good." I'm like,
"Oh, you see that?" Wow.
Yeah,
And then and then when we produced the joint, me, her, and what's his name, Kareem Wiggins from Tony.
Okay. Yes.
We all was just creating it together. He was on the guitar, she was on the piano, I was over there on the 1200. It was an interesting session, man.
That's pretty dope.
You know?
That's pretty dope.
And then after everything was laid, then she came on top and she, you know, laced it with her piano chords, and it's just interesting to see her work, you know, the way she worked. And I'm gonna put it out there again too. Alicia, holla at me. I miss that, man. We need to
Alicia, can you holla at me too?
Yeah,
shit.
Me too.
Can you holla at all of us? All of us, yo, Mav. Holla at Mav too.
I still got joints for you. Word.
What's up, Swiss?
I enjoyed that, and I would love to do it again.
Yes, because looking at this list,
it's
incredible. But these people made it. They did incredible stuff. So
oh yeah.
It's not only a list. It's a list of
man.
Legends. Amazing talent. There's a bunch of amazing talent.
I'm just glad for the time that it was. And by the way, when you hear me saying for the time that it was, I am still working.
Yes.
We still banging out. But I'm saying,
so I could get a beat
for the
shit.
Oh yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Beyonce knows it all. Beyonce's about to get it all.
You're about to get it.
I'm writing.
I would love to hear her get loose on one of the beats.
I knew that was coming. Yeah. We got Easy Mo B in the building. DesertStoneRadio.com. Y'all already know what it is. We here, man, live and direct. We'll be back in a couple, y'all. Pay attention. Refill that Henny because it's about to get better. The conversation's about to get way better in a few. Get a Henny refilled. Get that sandwich up to par. Whatever.
Get your fruit salad.
Get your fruit salad. Whatever you got to do. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Poops, I ain't gonna sit up here and lie and say I'm finished with the album. Cause if anybody know I ain't finished, you know I ain't finished. But niggas say, yo, you gotta do a mixtape, son. Niggas hitting me, texting me, emailing. I'm like, for what? Go in, son. Yeah. Yo, the game's getting old. Shorty's going up top, coming home a little bigger with waves and parole. The dope's in the hole, the fiends all lined up. Everybody trade pound down or nined up. Money short, no telling where you could wind up. Gangs of New York, lot of soft niggas signed up. Nothing like the feeling you get when you bust a K. I could do back-to-back bullets, won't touch a tray. Me, Gus, and K, root pimping, and a big shipment of something that tastes different. Hollow tips turn grown men back into infants. 2 trap houses, Greensboro and Winston. Some is behind the wall, other niggas is fenced in. Couple of them just touched down that just did 10. Cut ain't bad enough for Staples, you get stitched in. Lucky that the doctor was even able to fix him. Lucky, yeah. What the fuck did you tell me? Red and green stripe or the capital LV. If I don't make it, all that means is that I fail me. So either I'ma make a hit record or sell D's. I'm trying to do both. Bars top of the line, about a 9 on the dope. Balcony looking at your mind through the scope. Devil telling me do it, but the angel saying no. Made it out the jail, you lucky nobody cut you. Going to the hole screaming and nobody touch you. Looking for the foul, and that's where the trouble's at. They say death come in 3s, but I can double that. Any narcotic in the world, I can bubble that. Infatuated with the drug game, but in love with rap. Cocaine in my DNA. Yeah, and my blood is N.J. Rather see him bleed than to see him pay. Bleed. D-Block, nigga, we don't play. D-Block! We just starting, Pooh. Kiss my ass. Let that breathe. Before y'all download my shit, it's coming. Sucker ass niggas, I'm out.
Commission, Uncle Paulie.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's going on, y'all? We back at it.
We here.
We here. We back.
Welcome
like
back.
Cook Crack. DesertStoneRadio.com. We in the building.
Easy
Digiwax
Mo
G. Tiance knows it all.
Easy Mo
A.K.A. Maria. And the staple of hip hop.
Yes.
Easy Mo fucking B.
Man.
You know what I mean? So Mo, man,
yo, and I want to make sure, man, throughout this whole process,
yes,
man, shout to DJ Clue.
DJ Clue, absolutely.
Yes.
That's the homie. Yes. Clue, what up, nigga?
It's goody.
Yes.
Clue, Culture, my man C's. You know what I'm saying? They keep Desert Storm Radio going, man.
Yes. I mean, while we at it, just shout the man.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Everybody gets a shout out up in here. Everybody
Gets that love.
So Mo, let's keep it going down the line, man. So you're working with all these artists. The checks are coming in. You still don't want to tell me how much. It's okay. checks are coming in, but I know it's dime a dozen. But and all praises due you, brother. All praises, because I love to see brothers get money, man. So that's a beautiful thing. That's a great thing. So now you're about to meet 2 artists that changed the game, that changed life, that changed everything in this music industry. And you worked with both of them, and one of them, of course, Brooklyn's own, Notorious B.I.G.
Yes.
Yes.
We miss you big.
Yes, we
And West Coast finest, Tupac Shakur. I miss you, Tupac. I got both of them motherfuckers tatted on me. Absolutely, all day, every day. So, let's start off with Biggie, Brooklyn based. How did you come with cahoots with Biggie? Because the first joint you produced for him, and forget me if I'm wrong, was it Party and Bullshit?
Yeah. Now I went to Mr. C crib because me and C, we both moved out of LG. I moved on Clinton between Gates and Green.
It's probably a condo in there now, or whatever it is. some hippie shit.
Some $1 million.
Some hippie shit, but whatever.
And C, he moved the other way, like further down in the style, like around. I could say it now because he ain't there no more. It was Franklin and Gates.
Okay. All right.
So, you know, he was doing radio, and you know, C, he was deep in the game, man. You know, if you didn't know him at that time, as far as getting records put out, plus he helped me put out my Rapping is Fundamental stuff on the independent, on the low. He used to show up every day, like loyal.
Support your peoples. I've judged a couple of showcases with Mr. C. Cool brother.
Yeah, but when I went to his crib on one day, I went to go check him, and he was like, "Yo, check out this new this dude I did a demo with. His name is Biggie Smalls.
I hope y'all listening.
He wasn't even. There was no Notorious.
Yes,
Pay
Notorious came after.
attention.
Yes.
It was Biggie Smalls, and I was like, dude, it's dope. Left there, I ain't really think nothing about it. Like, I don't know, a little bit after that, Francesca from RPM from Rush
yes.
set up a meeting.
So she was managing you.
Yeah, by
Okay.
this time.
Okay.
Yeah, the 411 information call worked.
I'm gonna use that shit. I'm using that shit tomorrow. Hey, 411.
Hey, get it how you got to get it.
Yes.
But she sent me up to the meeting, and at this time there wasn't even a Bad Boy yet.
I know.
With the Arista deal
That's right,
and all
that's
of that.
right.
None of
It
that.
was Uptown.
Uptown
with
had it
Andre
going.
Harrell.
That's right.
And they had Who's the Man soundtrack, and they was taking submissions. It was Andre and Puffy's idea to put this new artist, quote unquote, new artist, on that soundtrack. The beat I submitted and the song that Biggie Smalls did to it became Party and Bullshit.
Wow.
I love that track.
Me too.
So
I love that track.
this was the genesis of, officially on record for Biggie Smalls, who would later become B.I.G., Notorious B.I.G.,
Yes.
Frank White, whatever
Frank
other
White, that's right.
whatever pseudonym you want to come up with. That was the genesis.
the
That's where it all
best.
started.
Wow. Party and bullshit.
Yeah. So then, Puff, he
He
gets,
got whiff of it.
yeah, he gets into like some hot water with Andre, and he gets away from Uptown and get the idea to start his own label called Bad Boy Records.
Bad Boy is born.
And I remember he came to me, he sat down and had a conversation with me and everything too. He let me know the new way that he was rocking, and he's like, from this point on, we just gonna continue making these records with Big. And then that's when I went in, and the first joint that I remember
Was you ever contracted under Puff for a while?
Nah.
Okay.
I think I was supposed to be in Hitmen
You should have. What the fuck?
unofficially, but
the fuck?
it just never happened. Nah, I'm a
Puff, boo.
No, it ain't boo him. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, let me tell you, I got a story for that.
All right.
I got a story for that.
All right.
I'll never forget Uptown. When you get off the elevator, soon as you get off, you keep walking straight, like to the side, straight in, like off the elevators. You can walk right into.
Wasn't it on 1755 Broadway?
Right there in the Magno Sound Video Building, 49th on
no.
7th Avenue between 49th and 50th.
Okay.
But I remember when you get off the elevator, you could walk straight off the elevator into this conference room that they had. And I'll never forget, Puff pulled me to the side and he was like, yo, these was his exact words. He was like, yo, B. He's like, yo, I want to talk to you. I went in the office. He said, yo, B. What's up? He said, yo, I want to manage you, man.
Oh, shit.
Now, at the time, you know where I was at. I was at Rush with Fran. And I remember clearly, I said, yo, but I'm with Fran.
I'm rolling with the Rush.
And I'll never forget, all he did was, he shrugged his shoulders, like, in other words, like,
Typical Puffy shit.
like,
Whatever.
so, what? And I said, yo.
Wait, but you had paperwork with Rush?
No, yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
And I said, yo, I don't know. I said, I'm with them. I said, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
Absolutely.
I think what happened was I didn't get back to him on that.
you didn't get back to him.
So
But nevertheless, you didn't get back to him.
Yeah.
But you produced some of the hottest joints on Ready to Die. So
people call it the lion's share. You got the title track, Ready to Die, Warning, Give Me the Loot, Machine Gun Funk,
Wow.
The What, and Friend of Mine.
that's right.
On Craig Mack's album, you got. Did I say Give Me the Loot?
Yes.
Give me the
I
loot.
did.
Yep.
On Craig Mack's album, you got Flavor in Your Ear, Get Down, Mainline, When God Comes,
That's a lot of tracks, man.
and
That's a lot of tracks. man.
Judgment Day, and a joint called Judgment Day. So I did 5 on Craig Mack album
And 5 on Business.
and 6
And 6 on
on Ready to Die.
On Ready to Die.
And then you have to count Party and Bullshit, and then other Biggie collaboration efforts on the outside. You got to count his performance on Flavor in Your Ear remix.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
You also got to count his performance on the joint I did for the Points soundtrack. Remember
Absolutely. That was a dope joint.
that? You remember
That
that?
was a
you
dope.
do
People
that?
sleep
That
on
was
that.
no, that's
did
a
you-
banger.
People sleep on that one.
How did you manage to do all that work? Like, how does...
I'm gonna tell you.
You know what?
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh my
The
God,
check
that's
is in the
amazing.
mail. When you
Nah,
open up that
nah,
check,
nah.
you're like, I'm working all day, every day.
Now, you
'Cause
know
I know
what?
Puffy was cutting them checks.
Listen.
Unless he was acting up.
Listen, the business was just active. It was on, and I was just running around. Yo, I remember
Very lucrative.
I remember during the
Nice.
making of the Ready to Die album, and this is because of Puffy. Puffy was cracking that whip. I'm telling you, yo, I remember being up, no lie, and he was too. 2 and a
days?
half
3
days
days.
straight,
Wow.
up wide, like
work?
not even sleeping. Puff is like pacing in the studio, like, yo, we gonna mix this. Yo, I gotta get this done. I
Wow.
remember staying up over 24 hours.
Working.
And it paid off though. And it paid
Yeah,
off.
yeah. And
let me ask you another question, Mo, because I know everybody wants to know this. How is it the man next to the man? Because I never got a chance to meet Big. Never got a chance to meet him. How is it working with the notorious Big, man? Was he a good dude? Would he get upset? Would he tell you, hey, play some beats back? Will he'll be like, yo, Mo, let's do this tomorrow? Like, did he have a bunch of bitches in the studio with him? Like what is it, man? Like,
I know they were smoking.
I mean, was
For
Faith
sure.
in the cut? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
You on fire.
Where Little Kim was?
Yo,
I know
listen,
where Little Kim
G
was
is
at.
on fire today.
Because, man, we want to know this, man, because I miss Biggie.
Nah,
I miss Biggie so much, man.
Yeah, honestly though, yo, he had the most laid back personality. I mean, Big became a ladies' man too, and people would never understand. It's like, yo, man, how he getting on them girls? It's the personality,
swag.
man.
It's that swag and
Yeah,
that game.
it was magnetic. He was
right.
magnetic, and he was just so laid back and cool and calm and collected about everything. And then to be on top of that, extremely talented.
Talented, yes.
That's what make that causes
drive.
like.
It's attraction.
He's a
It's
magnet,
attraction.
man.
He's a magnet. But
And-
was he knocking out the songs pretty fast, or he had trouble doing
Yo,
and shit?
at first, in the first sessions when we got together, I really thought, because I never worked with nobody like that before. Everybody else came in the studio, was about their business, and as soon as we get there, as soon as that track was tracked, the beat was tracked, they on their way into the booth. This dude ordering food. He ordering food.
He like, yo, Siege, roll that blunt. Wait up,
We ordering food. He got chicks coming through. He got the weed, man. Everything, man. Everything.
That was home. He was chilling.
That's right. That's right. That was
Four, almost 5 hours passed. I'm like, all right, man.
I'm
I go
tired.
over to him, I'm like, yo, what's up, man? Like,
What we
yo,
doing?
We working? What we doing? And I remember clearly, like I said, cool, calm, collected. And then he would look up at me, just half smile, and he'd be like, chill, Mo. I said, yo, I got you.
Said, Mo, let me hit this blunt one more time, and I got you, Mo.
And once he did it, explosive.
That's it.
And sure enough,
That's it.
go up in that booth, and
It was like he was energized. He was
yeah.
rejuvenating, recharging that battery.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, first
Yeah.
of all, I was like, I didn't see you write nothing down.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I did see you sitting a couple of times, just sitting, rocking back and forth in the chair to yourself and mumbling your lips with no words coming out, talking to yourself.
You was like, I thought you was high.
Exactly.
Put that shit down, babe. We got work to do.
But little did I know that was his process. He
Brain.
was
There you
writing
go.
up in his head. I didn't know that the brain had the capacity to be able to store that much.
Wow.
You know, my man AB Money from Riff, he's done it too. From all the years that we was in Riff, AB Money has never written a rhyme down before in his life.
Wow.
So that's not my first time seeing it but it was still amazing to me.
Yes.
Biggie is the second
Wow.
in my lifetime that I've ever seen it, and then we all, as the world, we know Jay was the third.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jay says it all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't write.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says it all the time.
Yeah.
Wow, so Biggie was on the same note as far as not writing either.
That was just.
Did you see pads in the studio? You see any pads?
It was like procedure, man. Like, you know, for the studio to come and provide you with whatever you needed. So I saw the pads and the pencils.
Yeah.
They weren't being in
And he
use.
might even try to. Nah, seriously. And he might have even. I might even see him try on like Josh stuff on it. But you could tell that wasn't his way.
Wow.
He ended back
That's
leaning. He ended up
amazing.
leaning back in that sofa.
Rocking back and forth.
He had this thing
Oh,
where he'd be
man.
rocking like this.
He's just vibing. He's vibing.
rocking and twirling his thumb like
So
that.
no
at
beat,
the same
just
time.
no beat playing.
Nah,
Just,
the beat is playing.
Oh, the beat is playing.
The beat is playing. And
Wow, that's amazing.
amazing, man. And
Did he ever hear any of your beats and was like, let me ask you this, any beats you submitted didn't make the cut to Ready to Die?
I would love to be able to throw Big under the bus, right?
He's looking down laughing. Don't worry about it, Mo. He's looking down laughing.
Big, I love you, Big.
I love you, Big.
Every chance I get to throw you under the bus right now on
right.
that store radio, I'm gonna do
Heavy.
so.
There you go.
Nah. But seriously, there is beats that was submitted to him, and he didn't use them. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember what they was.
Yeah. Damn.
So he,
You know,
yeah,
so-
they would have not shined the way.
And it's a
the
joke
beats
because
that
I
he
would
took.
never throw Big under the bus. You know, I would never throw Kane under the bus from earlier, man.
It's all facts.
I love my people, man,
So-
but they make their own choices.
Exactly.
Now I want to know.
Uh-oh. Beyonce
want to know.
I want to know what
Because
it was
Beyonce
like
wants to
working
know.
with.
What you want to know, Maria?
I want
What
to
you
know
want to
what it
know?
was like working with Tupac Shakur.
Oh man,
Yeah, how you meet? How did that
Yeah,
phone
how
call
that-
come about?
from Big Daddy Kane.
Okay.
Wait, that Big Daddy Kane was connected with Pac too.
Kane, somehow he ended up on the show for 1993 Budweiser Superfest. I'll never forget, on the bill it was him. You know how they had them R&B hip hop concerts. It was him. I remember Keith Sweat and SWV. That's all I remember. I know it probably might have been others, but those three stand out in my mind. And when it was Kane time to get on stage, he brought out a little slew of MCs. He brought out one of his dancers, Scoob Lover,
Cool, scrap.
a.k.a. Johnny Famous. What up, Johnny?
What up, Johnny? For sure. Big up.
Salute.
Shaheem, the Rugged Child
Yes.
from Wu-Tang, and Big, and Pac. And Riff, us normally tag him out on Kane everywhere he went. I was on stage.
Wow.
And I watched when Biggie set the freestyle off and came on with that. Gonna do it like this. We're Brooklyn at.
Oh, wait, you was there, Mo?
I was.
Hold on. Let's get a clap. Because I wasn't there.
My
Shit.
hairs are standing.
Shit. Let's get a clap for that. Wow. Wait, so that was done where? Where was that freestyle done?
Madison Square Garden.
Whoa, MSG, New York, baby. Oh, beautiful.
Budweiser Superfest. And,
Beautiful.
when I think back, I'm like, dang, like, yo. You
So wait, what year
there.
was this? Around
93.
93.
Wow.
So you
And
met
then-
Pac right there.
And then after the show, you know, everybody went like backstage hanging out, and it's so many different people, man, moving about. And Pocky's walking towards me, and he was like, yo. He said, yo, I want to work with you, man. He said, yo, you did all them big joints, right? He said, you did Party and Bullshit, right? I said, yeah. He said, yo, yeah, man. He said, I want some of that flavor, man. I want to work with you. He said, I'm here in New York and I'm taping a movie. And right now we currently we up at Rucker Park up in Harlem.
Yes.
Oh, they did.
And we talked about off the record earlier. We was talking about Sunset Park. remember?
Yes.
So that's what he was filming, and it was at Rucker Park, Uptown,
Harlem.
across from Polo Grounds. Shout to Polo Grounds, Harlem, 155th.
Word.
That's deep.
Ron G,
strong.
my nigga Ron G from 155th.
That's strong, Harlem strong right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I went up there. He said, I get breaks. I'll be in the trailer. So come and play me some. AB and JR, they tagging right along with me because, you know, they want to go. They want to meet them and be with them, too. Even though from that day, they remember at Madison Square Garden. I go in the trailer. I play them the first beat. And he loved that one.
Which was?
That one ended up being Temptation.
I know.
Yo, Moby, man.
Ah, man.
Now, people don't know. Let
man.
me clarify that because a lot of people don't
Talk
know.
about it.
Let's talk about it.
On Temptation, that I know you've been searching
tell me that's you,
for
Mo.
someone.
Don't tell me that's you, Mo.
To get your money.
Oh, we're about to make history
and
right here.
get the job done.
That's you, Mo.
That was me, AB, and JR.
I love it.
Another clap.
I was talking with Math.
Hold on. Where's the R&B album dropping? Tell me right now. Where's the R&B dropping?
Stop it, G.
We gotta go back to the doo-hop.
That's right.
Stop
That's
it, G.
right.
That was
Whoa.
rapping his fundamental days. But
Wow.
I was talking earlier with Math, and I told him with rapping his fundamental, what we did was something called doo-hop. That's doo-wop mixed with hip-hop.
Yes.
Oh, man.
And we ended up doing
Look at that.
the doo-hop on Tupac's album. On Temptations. We ended up doing the doo-hop on Doo-Bop, Miles Davis.
Miles Davis.
album.
But
Yeah.
was it you by yourself singing on that hook, or you had your people?
No, all three of us. We was
all three of
harmonizing.
y'all. Ah,
Harmonizing.
man.
Yeah.
And Tupac. Okay, now back to this question. How was Tupac in the studio when you was doing that track?
He's just standing back.
I know he's a maniac when he works. I know he's just like.
Oh yeah. He putting you to work, man. It's like he got a whole lot of energy. He do not stop. If it's this anybody in the studio, it don't matter what role you playing, from the artist he recording with, somebody else is featuring on there, the producer, the engineer. You can be the assistant. He gonna put you to work.
There we go.
Nobody could stand around. I've seen times where like somebody that's involved with the session is sitting down. He'd be like, "Get up, man! Stand up, man! I'm saying, let's work, man. We gotta."
That's right.
He couldn't even sit down.
Pac was hype. Pac was always hype.
Yeah. He was.
Wow. So there is a big difference working with Pac and working with Big.
Yeah.
Okay. Pac was just at it.
Electric.
He was electric
Electricity,
right out
yeah.
the gate. Let's go. Let's work. Let's go.
I think that's manifested in his body of work.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh
no,
yeah.
for sure.
The proof is in the
How hard
pudding. Absolutely.
Yeah, how hard he was working out. I was talking with Mr. C earlier, a little while ago before I got here, and I was telling him, I said, "Yo, you don't remember the joint? It's a joint Big made. It's never been released, called Money, Clothes, and Hoes." Now there's one that I see is on YouTube.
Money, Clothes, and Hoes is the name of that track?
Yeah, but I seen one on YouTube. That ain't it.
So wait up.
It's a joint he did to my beat. He did one verse and never finished it.
What year was that?
This is 94.
Yo, Jay, we got something to talk about, Jay. Yo, Jay, I'm gonna come see you, Jay. I don't like what I'm hearing, Jay-Z, because Jay-Z got a song called Money, Cash, Hoes.
Look,
He just switched it up.
somewhere
Okay.
up in the
Money,
mess.
Hoes, and Clothes?
Yeah, somewhere in the master tapes
That's
where,
all a nigga
where,
knows.
where we recorded stuff.
Wow.
It's in there. Also, there's a Me and My Bitch remix that I did that's never seen the light of day.
Yo, Mo, where the
There's a
tapes at?
Machine Gun Funk remix that I did that's never seen the light of day.
Yo, Mo, where the tapes at?
There's
Can Digiwax blast these on some exclusive shit, man? I mean, can we talk about this
I
outside?
don't know. I guess we gotta talk.
Yes, let's talk
We're
about
gonna
it.
talk. Whoa.
Love
A
it.
lot of uncut joints. All right, Mo. So now you worked with Big. You work with Pac. You're on top of the world. So now these two brothers are in cahoots. They got a misunderstanding about things.
Yeah, I woke up
They're
man, one
beefing.
day and
They're
I'm
beefing like crazy.
I don't know what happened, man.
Yeah. How you found out when they was going at each other's heads?
I think one of the first times I realized was through like a diss record. Some of the earliest signs
Was it your beat or no?
Nah.
No, okay.
And I'm glad you asked that, Tiance, because I'm glad that the work that I got done with both of them was before all the
Yes.
beef. So I'm glad I got that work in,
Yes.
and then after that, they started going at each other.
Did any one of them holler at you, man? Did you holler at any one of them when the beef was on? Did you holler at Big? You holler at Pac doing all of this shit?
Big was too busy like traveling by that
His
time.
album just dropped.
He was doing promo all over the place and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
traveling, doing mad shows. So I ain't get a chance to speak to him. But I will give you an account of another experience that blew my mind. I'll never forget. I went to L.A. Shout to Sudan, rapping his fundamental ex-manager. He had some people out in L.A. that he took us out there that we were going to meet. And while we was out there, he had a connection for some party that was on Rodeo Drive. So at the party, I remember it was a Dr. Dre party with Yo-Yo was gonna be there, and we pulling up on Rodeo Drive in L.A. to park. Now we pull up to a light. I was in a Cherokee. I was sitting in the back seat. On my left, a black, I believe it was a BM, convertible BM, top down, pulled up to the light. I looked over to the left. What's my luck? I would look over and look. It's Pac. I leaned out the back window, rolled the window down. I said, yo, Pac. Yo, it's Mo B. I'm leaning out the window. He turned around and he looked back at me for like about 2.1 seconds. Turned his head right back around. Kept his hand on the steering wheel, was looking straight, waiting for the light to change. And I said, wow.
Whoa.
But you know what? I didn't like it, but I understood it. For everything that man went through, from Quad Studio to everything else, he was in a position of, look, whoa, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
You from New York, you know.
Yeah, I don't know who's
I don't know who's who. Yeah. So I was kind of disappointed, but at the same time, I did understand. And I was like, wow. And AB and JR was in the car with us. I was like, yo, you seen that? We was
shit.
like bugging, like, yo, take it a step further. My manager, Sudan, he parked the Cherokee, parked the truck. So we swing over to the spot on Rodeo. We waiting outside. You know, the what you call it? Them people stand in the front.
The valet parking?
Nah, they got the clip with the guest list and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, we made it over there
Some
to
VIP
the front.
shit.
Yeah, we made it over to the front. So we poly in to get in. Pac already parked. He comes right in, walk right past us.
Don't say shit.
We're right in the club and left us outside. That was
Confirmation
that I was like, yo, he is really not messing with us. I don't know if it's a dedication that he had to have for.
Pac is ruthless, man. That motherfucker was like, nah, you from New York? I don't fuck with you. But nah, he shouldn't have.
Like I said, I ain't agree with it. I ain't like it, but I understood it because he was in a position. You know what I'm saying? Where like,
regardless, man,
who do I trust?
You gave him one of his biggest records, man. It's business. It was never personal between you guys. I think he should have put that shit under the rug and be like, nah, that's my man Mo. Even if he would tell you, Mo, I fucks with you, but I don't fuck with Biggie. I could respect that at least. Shit, man. You know what? Don't ever sing no more on his records no more. That's it. No more singing on his records.
But one thing that
no more, Pac.
One thing that I was sure to do, because I understood. Yo, I know this might sound crazy, but I kind of foresaw.
Really?
Happening.
The beef.
What happened? No, I'm talking about the disastrous part, man. But I didn't picture that anybody was actually gonna die. But I'm not gonna lie. I did possibly foresee somebody getting hurt, maybe, because
just the escalation.
Okay, I'm going too far. I'm going too far. I need to step back, and I need to answer your question. You asked me about what was some of the first signs of, and I think it was, what's the R. Kelly joint where Biggie was every night
Be Happy.
I play.
Be Happy.
Yeah. When he rapped that, I said, yo, what's that, man? And then wasn't too late after that. And then Tupac is like, yo,
you could curse. You could curse all you want up in here.
He's like, I fucked you.
There you go. I fucked your wife. Yes.
That's when I got confused, because all I know is Studio C, Unique Recording Studios. We was all in the same room recording, running, and I was just trying to understand that, man. And so I think for me, I think that probably was the first indication right there.
That was
man.
the first flag you saw, like, oh, this shit's about to get ugly.
Yeah, man. Especially on record. Yeah, that was the first account, man. That R. Kelly joint.
Well, so you say he threw some subliminals at Pac in that record?
No, if you remember,
I remember the record.
if you remember, Big talked about, you know, the thing with Faith and everything. He made a little mention.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen. Okay.
Yeah, go back and listen to Be Happy, man.
Wow.
R. Kelly, if y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yes,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
yes.
Holy shit! I'm glad
Yeah, a
you
lot of
pointed that
people
out.
forgot about that joint. You know,
That's a dope
but,
track. That's a
yeah,
dope track. That's a
yeah.
dope track. Let me ask you one more question, Mo, man, before we wrap all this up, man. If there was any artist, you see hip hop change drastically.
Yeah.
If there's any artist now, or even before that you didn't work with, that you would want to work with, who would it be? You could name more than one person, of course.
I'll still say Jay-Z.
Absolutely.
And I ain't gonna front, man. I'll be listening to him, you know, his style, and then he got the at times, occasionally, he got the sing-songy thing going on. I still say to this day, I could make Drake sound good. He don't know it, but
I know.
We reaching out to him. Yo, Drake, we getting at you, man.
Call me.
Instagram is a motherfucker. DM like a motherfucker after this.
I've always said it, man.
Wow.
I just feel like
Drake,
you know,
nice.
because my stuff is melodic, so it would be easy.
You make great music, brother. You make great music, man. You
Yeah,
got a good
man.
ear for that shit. And after seeing your, I've been to Mo's crib. Let's talk about it. I've been to this man's house, and with a good friend of mine, my man Duke. He knew Duke for back in the days. Y'all already had a relationship.
Yeah.
Me and Mo got cool. We went to his crib. His basement.
I can't.
His basement. Oh man.
Yeah, everybody
You
know
could get
I'm-
lost in that
Right?
shit.
Oh.
You could get lost in that shit.
People know I'm a crazy vinyl addict.
Oh
man.
my God.
Now you know what it is. I always looked at the records, and you know what? It don't matter where you get it from or what's your source, because I know a lot of people they got hard drives of shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's the vinyl that I always had,
actual-
and that I still continue to collect. I look at those as my tools.
Absolutely.
That's-
You have any good advice for these producers nowadays, Mo? Any advice?
One thing that I see a lot is I'm not really seeing cats really giving it up to a lot of the producers that really influenced them. I don't know if this is about doing away with the generation of hip hop and producers before us, but I'm just saying don't be afraid to give it up to those that you was influenced by, because I'll tell you, I'll say it in a heartbeat. I don't hide it. I'll give props, man.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
inspiration is Marley Marl,
Absolutely.
Howie T, Herbie Lovebug,
Herbie. Oh yeah.
Skeff Ansel,
Oh yeah.
Jazzy J. We could go on and on.
Yes.
I don't front. I shout people out.
That's
Right,
why you
right.
where you are.
But there's a
today.
lot of cats that I know
right.
they probably influenced by my stuff. They don't shout me. They don't say my name.
Yo, say Mo's name, man.
That's
Stop acting
okay.
up, man. Shit.
Well,
Say my name. Say
Say
my
my
name.
name. Stop acting up, man. Have you?
honor.
Betsy, you want
It's
to say
an
something?
honor to be sitting.
Oh
next
man,
to
this
you.
is
Yes.
an honor and a
This
pleasure.
is
This is my first time
something-
doing Desert Storm Radio.
That's right. That's right.
Thank
Mo's a real
you.
good brother. He judged a lot of showcases with me. He gives great critique. He's
You're
awesome, man.
so humble. I watched
It's
a lot
awesome.
of your interviews
Yeah.
just to prepare myself, and you are just amazing in
It ain't what,
many ways.
it ain't about, because it ain't about what you've done. It's about how much more and keeping on doing it.
Yes, it's the consistency.
Absolutely.
It's the,
You know, I
it's the
still got
process.
that. You never ever finish.
No,
I got so much
work-
more to give.
No, when you
From
work,
you know what's good that we're about to make history. We're about to go find those tapes. We're about to find the Biggie tapes. And we're about to start some more next shit. So Digiwax,
I'm
yo,
gonna
CL, I hope you're listening. We're about to find these Biggie tapes, and we're about to stir some shit the fuck up.
Beyonce
You know
about
what
to
I'm
throw
saying?
some mixtape in it.
You know what I'm
'cause
saying?
Mo
Absolutely.
say he got me.
Mo say he got you on the track?
Yep,
Okay.
He gonna
All right.
produce.
Yeah, but
me.
major respect for y'all having me through. Of course,
Yes.
UG, Beyonce knows it
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yo, Mo, thank you so
all.
much,
Math
brother.
was good.
Yes, thank you so much. DesertStoneRadio.com, man. Today was a classic joint. This is how we do, man. I hope you had a good time. Beyonce,
Yes,
Digiwax
thank
G,
you so much.
Easy
We're
Mo B,
here.
my brother Math.
Thursdays, 8
Thursdays,
p.m.
8 to 9.
Don't
See y'all
miss
next
it.
week. Mo, thank you, brother.
Yes, thank you. Wow.
A lot of energy. It felt like it was nonstop. It was like bang, bang, bang. We was hitting them.